Welcome to this tutorial. Today I will show you how to provision an EC2 instance in AWS in two ways. First, using the AWS Management Console, that is this is the AWS Management Console. You will see in the graphical way how we can create an EC2 instance through the console. And the second one is EC2 instance provision through Terraform. Okay, we will write a Terraform automation script which will provision our EC2 instance. Okay, before starting with creating an EC2 instance, let me do some hands up about the EC2. EC2 stands for Elastic Compute Cloud. It is the one of core service in AWS that allowed to launch our virtual machine on demand. If you are new to AWS, then EC2 will be the first service we are going to learn. Okay, this is the AWS console, and I already logged into my AWS account. This is my AWS EC2 management console. Okay, so here I will create a EC2 instance by just clicking that launch instance button. Okay, when we click the launch instance button, we can see here name and tags. Here we can give any name to our EC2 instance. Suppose I given a name as my web server. Okay, so below below the name and tags, we can found the application and OS images. AWS by default provided different type of AMIs. AMI is nothing but the images name. Images is the you can think like images is the OS version. See, in the real world we can found there are different type of operating system are there: Windows, Mac OS, Amazon Linux. So we are this is the one of the images. Okay, so here I am going to click the Amazon Linux one, default one. Okay, and as of now we are keeping all the option as it is, and we will create a EC2 instance as it is. Okay, so only I have given that name of the server. Let me launch that instance. Yeah, while launching that instance, it is asking us to for a key pair name. Okay, so instead of giving a key pair name, so for default purposes I will proceed with the default value. Okay, yeah, it is taking time and the instance is lost within few seconds. So this is the graphical way. So now I will teach you how you can do the same thing in an automation way through Terraform. Before going to Terraform, let me give you a hands up about the Terraform. Terraform is a like now it is a booming technology which is used to provision it is a cloud. It is used to provision all the resources in the cloud environment like AWS, Azure. You can use Google Cloud also. So let me go to the VS Code. Okay, here in this folder I have created a file named main.tf. Okay, so inside that main.tf I have declared a block called provider block, and in the provider block I have given the provider name. Like here we are going to provision a resources, means a instance in the AWS. Okay, so that's why I have given the AWS as a provider. You can also find my EC2 instance is created in US. There is a option called region. Okay, I have created my instance on the US East 1 region. Okay, so here I also give the region was region name like US East 1. Okay, so in the third line we can see something like secret key and access key. Okay, what is the secret key and access key? See, if I wanted to create a instance here, first we need to connect with the AWS console, right? So for that we need to create an secret ID, a secret key and access key. How we can create that? I will showing you. You can go to the IAM console. Inside the IAM console, you can search here as access key. Okay, here you can see manage access key. So in this console you can click on create access key, and here you can choose as of now as command line interface. I understand the above recommendation. Click on that checkbox, go next, give a description like for creating a resource in my AWS account. Okay, and click on create access key. Okay, if you click that, an access key and secret key will generated. These access key and secret key will help us to connect our Terraform to my specific account. Okay, this account with like this account ID and the username. Okay, so that's why I pass here the secret key, access key and the secret key. And in the line 7 to line 14 I have created a block where I given the resource as my web server. Okay, resource name as my web server, and I given the AMI ID. I have shown you previously while creating through a GUI user interface. We have also gave a ID, right? So I am also going to given the same ID here. Okay, so I given the same AMI ID here, and the instance type here also I have given t2.micro. So I have given here as it is, and I have given it tags like my Terraform instance. Okay, let me apply this resource. Okay, so for applying I will open here integrated terminal here. So now it is only a Terraform main.tf file. Okay, for initiating all the libraries and all the files in Terraform, we have a command Terraform init. By Terraform init, we have initialized our backend. Means this is a technical term related to Terraform. I will explain you in my further videos. And also initialize plugins, means for provisioning from our machine to AWS, Terraform needs some plugins. Okay, by applying Terraform init, it will download all the plugin which is required it to provision, and means all the dependencies which are required to doing the Terraform means doing the provisioning through Terraform. Okay, let's see here. The Terraform init has been successfully initialized. Now see, there is a Terraform log and Terraform file is came. Okay, so to check whether our Terraform code is means our syntax and all are good, means we are defined correctly or not, we can do Terraform validate. Yeah, the Terraform validate also shows as success. So we can ensure that our Terraform file is good, means all the syntax are in good. So now we can check with Terraform plan. Let me Terraform plan. Yes, Terraform plan. Terraform plan is a command which will show us which instances, means what will be created and what will be its value. See, we have given here AMI ID, right? Here in AMI ID we are given. Okay, this is also showing us here like AMI ID. Also like that, we are not given anything AR. There is something else like ARN, associate public IP address, availability zone, disable. These are all are parameter related to EC2 instance. So we are just given the AMI ID and the instance type, that is here, and we are given zone, region. Okay, region of US East 1. So these three are came only here. Okay, so rather than that, everything will be like none after apply. So with Terraform is having also so many resources by which we can provide these value. If you go to Google and search for Terraform EC2 registry module, see here, this is AWS instance, and in the below we can find all the blocks, like this is an EBS device. We can pass here EBS block device, root block device, here AMI, associate public IP, availability zone, CPU option, credit specification, all these things we can provide it here. Okay, so for simplicity today I will just create a simple EC2 machine. Later on we are going to explore all this in the upcoming video. Okay, so the plan, I think it is successful and all the things are showing here. Let me try with next Terraform command, that is Terraform apply. This is the command which will going to create our resources in the AWS in a automatically way. So when I enter, it will ask me for a value. See here, if you will say yes, it will going to created the instance. See here you can also verify the AMI ID is what I gave, and the instance type is T2 micro. It is also acceptable as per the requirement. Okay, now I can click yes. Here if I say no, then from here it will be going to stop. Okay, so if you will say yes, then it will go further to create this instance. Now it is creating side by side. Let me check in the website, in the EC2 console. Let me refresh this page. See here, we are given tags as my Terraform instance. Okay, so in the instance file, in means in the instance in AWS console, there should be a tags came with this name. Okay, my first Terraform instance. So let me verify that in the console. See, with this name, let me expand it. My first Terraform instance. Okay, we have given the tags as my first Terraform instance. So now with these tags, a instance is created here. Okay, and this instance keep the now see here it is initializing. Okay, so let me click the instance ID. These are the all default setting which is taken by means taken by Terraform. So in the next section we will going to see explore all the variables here, means and how we can given that value, that parameter, and also in upcoming session we are going to learn Terraform module writing also. Okay, so thank you.